Okay, so hi everybody. My name is Kimberly Ross. I'm an executive district manager with Arbonne International. And today I'm just going to briefly introduce myself. I'm going to talk a little bit about Arbonne, our products, and the company, just as an introduction. And then I'm going to go over our 30 Days to Healthy Living, our nutrition program. So I'm going to utilize a PowerPoint presentation for that. So first, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. So I was introduced to Arbonne through the baby line when my daughter, who's now 8, was born. I really knew nothing about the products or this opportunity, and I used up the baby line, and that was the last I heard of it up until 3 years ago. So some family friends came into my life who they have Arbonne businesses, and I was again introduced to the products. So just a little backstory. At that time, I was working on my bachelor's degree. I had 2 kids, and I had absolutely no time for anything like this. And so I was completely closed off to the opportunity, or I thought I had no time for this, I should say. And so honestly, they asked me to take a look at it a few times, and I don't even remember this, but apparently I totally blew them off. So if you are one of those people, it's awesome that you're on this call and just taking a listen to what this opportunity, what these products could do for your life. So fast forward, last year I was pregnant with my 3rd child, and I was actually seeking vegan protein. And so I reached out to my now sponsor, Lorraine Salmon, and her daughter, Regional Vice President Lindsay Benetton. And so, like in anything in life, timing is everything. And I was open at that point to sitting down and listening to this opportunity. And so what I realized was that, Arbonne was something that could fit into my really busy life and could be a huge opportunity for my family. And at that point, I thought it was to help pay down my student loan debts, perhaps help pay down my mortgage. And so I jumped into this business. At that point, I was a full-time PhD student. I had 2 kids, and I was 22 weeks pregnant with my 3rd. I own a home. I'm married. I have a small chicken farm. So again, time was not something that I had, but I knew that this could be something for my family. Unfortunately, 6 weeks into my business, there was an accident at my home, and my husband was severely burnt on 20% of his body. This accident resulted in him being home for 2 months with no income. Now, if you know anything about graduate school, you get a very small stipend. It's basically nothing. And so our main source of income was gone. So that is what we call a moment of impact. So I want to ask you, if you lost your main source of income tomorrow, how long could your family live on your savings? So that was the situation that my husband and I were, what we were in. So Arbonne was completely put on the back burner, and I had my son. And when it was time to go back to school for maternity leave, I had realized over the last year and all of this, stuff that our family went through, that the biggest commodity that we have is time. And I want more time freedom with my kids to be here and be present. And so I jumped into my Arbonne business full force. And in just 6 short weeks, I replaced the majority of my income so that I was able to take a leave of absence from school. And so that's really where my journey began, and I've just continued to build it and be able to be present for my kids. So I just want to ask you a couple of questions before we get started talking about Arbonne, the company. And these were really, they hit home with me when I was listening to this opportunity. So what would it mean for your family if you had an additional $1,000 a month in your income stream? What if it was $5,000 or $10,000 a month? What kind of choices could that give you and your family? What if you could improve your own health, but also the health of your friends, your family, and people you have not even met yet? What if you could help change other people's lives? So what I love about Arbonne is that you become successful by helping other people reach their goals and become successful. And what if you could be your own boss? So what if you could work this business 10, 15 hours a week in between what you're already doing, and build something for your family? And finally, if you keep doing exactly what it is that you're doing, where will you be in 5 years? And so, I mean, emotionally, financially, spiritually, if you change absolutely nothing in your life, where will you and your family be in 5 years? And so for me, that hit really home because yes, I'm working on my PhD and I am a cognitive scientist. But unfortunately, what that means is that I will have a very demanding job as a professor, a scientist, and I will be commuting to Atlanta every day, and I will be extremely time poor. And so for me, it was time to make a change and a shift. So about Arbonne, we're approximately 40 years old. We are a health and wellness company based out of Irvine, California. And we are held to European standards. So what that means is in Europe, depending on what country you are in, 1,500 to 1,800 chemicals and additives are banned in the beauty and health industry. And here in America, it's only 10. So we are held to much stricter standards, and our motto is that we are pure, safe, and beneficial. So I just want to talk a little bit about the product advantage. We are botanically based, which means that we blend the best of nature with science. We have no mineral oil. If you don't know what mineral oil is, it comes from the distillation of gasoline. It's essentially highly refined crude oil. When you put it on your skin, it acts like cellophane, and so your skin cannot breathe, it cannot detox, and it's the number 2 cause of aging in America. We are pH correct and hypoallergenic. We have no artificial colors, no gluten, and we are free from GMOs. We are vegan certified. So what that means is we have absolutely no animal testing. We have no animal products such as dairy or beeswax. And we also have no animal byproducts. So if you don't know what a rendering plant is, I do have a blog post that discusses that, or you can Google it. But essentially what it is all of the byproducts of slaughterhouses, kill shelters like cats and dogs, university lab rats that have been tested on, they all get shipped to a rendering plant. And they boil these animals down, the fat rises to the top, and they scoop that fat off. That is the filler that is in your health and beauty products, including your shampoo, your conditioner, your toothpaste. The list goes on and on. It's like 90% of your products. So that is just a brief overview of our advantage. I could go on and on about that. So we have a large variety of products, something like 300 or 400 products. We have nutrition, which we're going to highlight tonight. We have detox and spa, skin, including anti-aging, acne, a men's line, a sensitive skin line, bath and body, cosmetics, and hair care. We even have toothpaste and deodorant. And right now we have an amazing holiday line. So what we say is if you have hair, a body, or skin, Arbonne has something for you. So what is network marketing, right? Arbonne is a network marketing company. In the traditional retail model, the products go from the manufacturer to the consumer via a long process. And this process includes the wholesaler, the warehouse, the retailer, and a multi-billion-dollar industry, advertising. And so all network marketing is it cuts out all the middleman. And so it goes straight from the manufacturer to the consumer via word of mouth, i.e. the independent consultant. And so all the money that is put into all that middle process goes back to 2 things. 1, research and development for the best, highest quality products. And 2, to pay us independent consultants to share and be brand ambassadors. And so where even I, in the beginning, thought, oh God, it's one of those things that's really weird. I avoid those parties, right? I'm sure we've all thought it or know people who think that. There's nothing weird about it. It's really what we do every day in our natural environment. Somebody sees my hair, they see my family photos on Facebook today. Oh, who did your pictures, right? That's network marketing. So we do it every day. In terms of why Arbonne and not some other network marketing company, we have consumable products. So we ingest our products, we put them on our skin, in our hair, we wash them down the drain, and people have to repurchase them. But these products are things that people are buying every single day, every week, every month anyway. We're not selling anybody anything they're not already using. They're already purchasing this stuff from Target or Walmart or wherever they go shopping. So it's just redirecting your spending to a different brand. So all we're doing in this business is we stop paying the overhead and the retailers for all the products that our nutrition, our cosmetics, our hair care, and we start enjoying the benefits of Arbonne, which includes purchasing from our own store. And so that has major tax benefits. All of your purchases become a tax write-off, along with a host of other awesome tax benefits for having a home-based business. If you have any questions about that, you can ask me or whoever invited you on. And so then we just share. So we share our brand, we share our opportunity, and we teach other people to do what we do. And that's it. So our compensation plan, we have 4 levels of management. The first is a district manager. The second is an area manager. The third is a regional vice president. And finally, the national vice president. I'm not going to go into detail about each level, but I'll tell you that it takes on average 3 to 5 years to get to the top of this company. This is working part-time, 10 to 15 hours a week, and that top level, you're earning an average of $20,000 a month. So this can be whatever it is you want it to be. It can be a couple $100 a month. It can be $1,000 a month. It can be a whole new career. And our compensation plan is the best out there. As a scientist and a very analytical person, I definitely did my research. And to this day, I kind of take a look at other people's comp plans, and we have the best. And so basically, I'm just going to share my screen. That's it for the Discover Arbonne part. And I am going to go over a slideshow with you guys. I'm just going to minimize everybody, and I'm just going to talk. So I am going to try and do this pretty quickly to respect your time. I am going over the 30 days to healthy living and beyond. So healthy living is about a healthy lifestyle. We are not about deprivation in Arbonne. We are about changing our habits to create new healthy habits for ourselves and our families. And so again, our advantage, which I talked about earlier, is that we have plant-powered products that use science, our standardized plant extracts that deliver targeted levels of nutrients following this very strict ingredient policy. So again, we're vegan, we're gluten-free, no artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, no trans fats or high fructose corn syrup. We are low on the glycemic index, non-GMO, and some of our products are kosher certified. And so this program is not about pushing your body to unhealthy or unrealistic limits. And really what we're trying to teach is a lifestyle change that, gives you more energy, weight loss that you're able to maintain, good eating habits to improve your self-esteem, and overall to look and feel your best. And so I'm going to talk about 4 areas that we like to highlight. The first is digestibility. So our bodies produce about 25% of the enzymes that we need to digest our food, and the other 75% must come from our food itself. So unless you are eating 50% of your diet in raw food, which I definitely don't, you are deficient in these enzymes. And so this puts a strain on your body. In terms of antibiotics, did you know that when you take 1 round of antibiotics, it's killing both the good and the bad bacteria in your guts, and it takes the average adult 3 years to regrow this good bacteria. So we have a product called Arbonne's Digestion Plus, And it contains all of the prebiotics, probiotics, and 11 digestive enzymes that you need to promote better digestion and nutrient uptake. And this is going to support in healing of the intestinal wall, and it has numerous benefits to your immune system. I'll just tell you, my kids have been so sick, and they are all three now on Digestion Plus, because we've had strep and ear infection, and all three have been on antibiotics. So we are like pumping up with these. In absorption. So the thing about our eating habits is that we tend to eat large portions, but we're actually not getting the nutrients we need because our food is so highly processed, and we have issues with soil depletion. And so when you are not getting the nutritional, the nutrients that your body needs, it leads to things like cravings, constipation, acne, fatigue, the list goes on and on. And so Arbonne's products use standardized plant extracts, which basically means that there is a selected specific phytonutrient, a botanical, and there is a specified amount of that bioactive ingredient that is delivered to each dose. So this just makes sure that you are getting the same level of benefit every time you use a product. Alkalinity is extremely important. So our bodies thrive in an alkaline state. When we are acidic, diseases thrive there. So if you have any sort of sickness, if you have, aches and pains or recurring headaches or bowel problems, gut problems, a lot of that comes because you may have an acidity problem. And so this comes from coffee and alcohol, soda, sports drinks, fast food, processed food, and even the air that we're breathing. And so overall, our products create an alkaline state, but then we also teach a diet that promotes alkalinity. And so you're removing things that are acidic, and our Arbonne Energy Fizz is one product that helps create an alkaline state while it hydrates you. It gives you a little bit of caffeine. It's going to replace coffee, and it gives you vitamin B12 and even curbs your appetite. So a lot of people think, oh my God, I can't get rid of coffee for 30 days. Trust me, you can, and this product is amazing. It does its job, and it gives you that that kick that you need in the day without giving you that sugary high that some of the energy drinks and stuff might give you. So detoxing, this is a cleansing program. So we're looking to detox our body, and I want you to think of your body like a bathtub. So your body is a bathtub, and all of your organs of elimination are the plug. So this is your liver, your kidneys, your lungs, your skin, and everything that you eat, drink, and breathe in goes into the bathtub. And eventually, like most of our bathtub, stoppers, it gets stopped up, right? And so just like dusting your furniture or cleaning your bathrooms, the human body needs to be cleaned. And so what our program does is think about it like you're pulling the plug. And you're gently eliminating these toxins that have been built up in your body over time. And so Arbonne's 7-Day Cleanse and the Detox Tea are two products that help your body efficiently remove the toxins that have been stored up over your lifetime. So the cleanse is nothing harsh. We break it up in the 30 days. We do 3 days here, another 2, and finally another 2. And it's not going to make you run to the bathroom. It's not one of those cayenne and olive oil cleanses. It's very mild. And it helps to support your kidneys and liver. Same thing with the detox tea. It's so tasty. It's got peppermint and milk thistle, and you can drink it 1 to 2 times a day. My 8-year-old daughter drinks the detox tea. So, it's definitely nothing harsh. It's really good for you, and it's going to help you, lose the weight and not regain it. So our vegan protein. So this is what's going to replace 2 meals a day if you're looking to lose weight. If you're looking to just maintain a healthy weight that you already have, you can replace one meal a day, or you can use it on top of a meal. I am one person who's looking to gain a little bit of weight, so I use our protein on top of my meals. But again, in the 30 Days to Healthy Living, you're looking to replace 2 meals a day with our vegan protein shakes. They contain 12 grams of protein, vitamins, minerals, flax seeds, and a unique blend for targeted benefits. It's got everything you need as a meal replacement. It's tested and certified low glycemic. There's only 9 grams of sugar per serving, and it's excellent for anybody who's seeking that low sugar intake. And they're delicious, so you can have a million different ways. So fiber is what we add to our protein shakes, but you can really add it to anything because it's flavorless, it's soluble, and it's also heat resistant, so you can even bake with it. I think women are supposed to have something like 24 grams of fiber per day, and men are 32. And we're getting less than half of that in a normal American diet. And so just 1 scoop of fiber contains 12 grams, which is nearly half of your recommended daily amount. And it helps you to feel fuller longer. It keeps your insulin levels balanced, but also what it does is it goes through your tract, and as you're eliminating toxins, it kind of rolls up in a ball and grabs onto all those toxins, and it allows you to flush them. So that is like a little bit of a highlight of the products in the 30 Days to Healthy Living. Basically, in a regular diet, what you do is you cut calories, okay? And so when you cut calories and don't detox, the toxins in your body actually become more dense. And so that's what triggers your body's need to recreate fat, and the weight is regained. Because what fat really is it's your body's way of protecting your organs. Your main organ, your heart, does not want toxins anywhere near it. So it creates an inert place, adipose tissue, to put the toxins. So when you actually do a cellular cleanse, which is what Arbonne's program is about, you remove the toxins from your body, which allows you to naturally melt away your excess fat, and it allows you to maintain it because you're creating a healthy lifestyle change. So it's no more yo-yo dieting, and it's a nutritional rebalancing. So I'm not going to read all of these to you. You guys can see this on the screen. It's basically a list. Do you need to detox? And if you answer yes to any of these questions, then the answer is yes, you need to detox. Do you crave or eat sugar? Do you experience headaches? Are you overweight? Do you experience depression or mood swings? Do you have less than 2 bowel movements per day? That's something I did not know before Arbonne. Do you feel sleepy after meals, bloated or gassy? Do you have aches and pains or stiffness, right? Any of these things. So what is it that we do? Essentially, for 30 days, you're going to eliminate dairy and gluten, soy, coffee, alcohol, and added sugar. And you're going to use Arbonne Essential Nutrition products to increase your nutrient intake, balance your blood sugar, reduce cravings, and support your elimination organs. Now, you have tracks to run on in this program, okay? You get a private Facebook group that coaches you through the 30 days. Every day there is information. You can ask questions. It's support and accountability. You get 4 weeks of grocery lists and recipes. You can get vegan or non-vegan recipes. And you get, a coach and a bunch of people who are doing it with you. And so a lot of people say, oh my God, I can't get rid of, coffee or sugar or whatever it is. Why do we have to eliminate these foods? Dairy. It's because they are either acidic, allergenic, and or addictive. So in order to give your body an alkaline state, you have to reduce inflammation. And so the foods that can trigger inflammation include such things as sugar, fast foods, carbs, right? Artificial flavors, all of these things. And so what happens is when you eliminate these for just 30 days, first of all, you're going to feel amazing. Second of all, when you start adding them back into your diet, you're going to see which ones affect you and which ones don't. And so it's really just clearing your body, and then you can add in the gluten. 90% of people have a gluten intolerance and they don't even know it. So the results are amazing. I'm sorry, Caitlin was supposed to be on this evening. She is listening, but unfortunately she got stuck in major traffic in Virginia. So I'm going to talk through her story a little bit. This is my best friend, Caitlin. I don't have her most recent before and afters, but this was from May to July. I think it took me 4 or 5 months to convince her to jump on board with the 30 Days to Healthy Living. She did. She's now a consultant with Arbonne and a district manager on my team and kicking butt. But her journey was pretty awesome. I mean, she was somebody who absolutely said, there's no way you can get me off of coffee. And now she doesn't even own a coffee pot. So this is just from May to now. So she got her mother on board. I think she's lost about 25 pounds. And now she's got her mom on board. And here are her before and after pictures. So she went in 4 months from a size 12 to a size 4. Okay. Here's another person. He is one of the consultants on our team, her husband. So he went from 264 pounds to 248 pounds in the 30 days. And then the top right hand corner are 6 weeks into clean eating. And then the bottom right hand pictures, you see that he is continuing to incorporate Arbonne into his daily routine. And not only is he maintaining that weight loss, but he's continuing to lose more. And finally, the best way to do this type of program, accountability, is have a family or friend do it with you. So this woman on the right, she was told after her second baby that she had like major metabolism issues and it was going to be very difficult for her to lose weight. And she started using Arbonne Nutrition, lost a lot of weight. And then her mother-in-law, she got on board and she went from a size 20 to a size 14. So a really great way to do it is have some family or friend do it with you. So what is it that you get in this package? You get 2 bags of our vegan protein. They each have 30 servings, so that's 60 servings of protein. You get a bag of the Fiber Boost. You get 2 boxes of the Energy Fizz Stick. Each box has 30 packets. You get a 30-day supply of the Digestion Plus. 2 boxes of the detox tea. You get to choose either the 7-day cleanse or a product called the Greens Balance, which gives you all of your greens, blues, reds, and yellows for the day. You get a guide, and then of course you get all the extra stuff of the private Facebook support group, the 30 days of menus and recipes, the grocery lists, and not just new PCs, but even existing PCs, as long as they have a reward, also get an additional free product from a list of favorites and free shipping. And so you get this entire program for approximately $10 a day. And I know many, many people who spend more than $10 a day on their Starbucks. So you just have to think whether or not is it worth it to give yourself back health and vitality to spend a mere $10 a day. Okay, so that is my little spiel on that. And I would just like to unmute everybody. Or how about if anybody has questions, why don't you unmute yourself? Or if you have a testimony or would like to share something, questions, please feel free. Is Caitlin still on? Caitlin, do you want to share?
Yeah, I'll share real quick. Hopefully my service is okay driving. I just wanted to share a couple of things. One is how amazing I felt after my second week of doing the program for the first time. It was like I just woke up one day and all of a sudden I had natural energy. I didn't need the fizz sticks. I thought I would die without coffee, but I survived. And it was incredible to feel that natural energy for the first time since before I had my first baby, which was 7 years ago. Honestly, I didn't even start drinking coffee until I got pregnant because I was so tired all the time. And then, of course, after having kids, how tired you are all the time. But, and I never really put two and two together that it was my diet that was making me feel so crappy, not just the lack of sleep. And second, I just wanted to share my father's story real quick. He is the epitome of unhealthy, drinks a lot, smokes 2 packs of cigarettes a day, yada, yada. Eats whatever he thinks he wants to eat because he's, always had that fast metabolism and doesn't gain weight. He had, of course, the 50-year-old beer belly. And he went to his doctor, and his doctor told him he was about to have a heart attack because his blood pressure was through the roof. And I had tried to get him on the program, but of course he said, no, I'm going to try this blood pressure medication that my doctor gave me. And I told him not to do it because they're very dangerous and that it would make him sick. And he didn't believe me, and he took it, and for 3 days he was vomiting and had diarrhea, and it was terrible. He thought he was going to die. And so he threw it out, and he said, all right, Caitlin, sign me up. And so I signed him up, and in less than a month, he was already losing weight. That beer belly was going down. And when he went back to his doctor at the end of the month, his blood pressure was completely normal and had no need for blood pressure medication. Wow. And so I think that, like when we were talking about the bathtub, Kim was talking about the bathtub earlier, our drains get clogged and our bathtub starts to overflow, AKA disease, right? High blood pressure, diabetes, all those types of things. And we go to the doctor and they give us a mop, because the water is spilling over and we're getting sick and making a mess of ourselves. So they give us a mop to help us clean it up, and the mop is AKA prescription drugs. Now, instead of giving a mop, right, Arbonne is giving us the tool to unclog that drain so that we'll stop making a mess of things. So I think that's really important to start health from in a holistic, natural way with our diet rather than running for prescription drugs that are just going to make us sicker and lead to more prescription drugs. And I'm getting into some heavier traffic again, so I'm going to go ahead and mute myself back. But Kim, thank you so much. You did amazing in your presentation.
Thank you. Well, thank you for, using that analogy and even rolling even further with it, because it was beautifully said. And holistic is the word that I would like to leave with tonight, because Arbonne truly is about a holistic approach to all aspects of our life, from the inside out. So if you're watching this live or you're listening to the recording, please reach out to whoever invited you. If you need some more information, that's what we're here for. And just jump in. There's nothing to lose. Arbonne has a 45-day money-back guarantee. You can do the entire 30 Days to Healthy Living program. There's nothing to lose. There's no risk. And so much to gain. So thank you guys for coming on. I love you all, and we'll talk soon.
Thanks, Kim. Thanks.
Bye.